Quick Easy English Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Quick Easy English Podcast, the best place to improve your English through real conversations and interesting topics.
Hey, I'm Jake.
And I'm Emily. Today we're talking about something super relatable and useful, our weekend routines.
That's right. Everyone loves the weekend, right? It's when we relax, spend time with family or friends, and sometimes do absolutely nothing.
Exactly. In this episode, we'll talk about how we usually spend our Saturdays and Sundays. We'll also teach you useful vocabulary and expressions you can use when talking about your weekend.
So sit back, relax, and listen closely. You can even take notes if you want.
Let's begin.
Let's start with Saturday morning. My weekends usually start a little later than weekdays. I don't set an alarm.
Same here. I usually wake up around 8:30 or 9 a.m. I love sleeping in on the weekend.
When I wake up, I stay in bed for a few minutes. I check my phone, scroll through social media, or watch a short video. Breakfast is a must for me. I usually make coffee and toast. Sometimes I have eggs or oatmeal.
On Saturdays, I like to make pancakes. I don't make them every weekend, but when I do, it feels like a treat.
Nice. Do you eat with your family?
Yes, if everyone's awake. But sometimes it's just me. After breakfast, I usually go for a short walk.
I go jogging on Saturday mornings. It helps me feel fresh and energized for the weekend.
Now let's talk about Saturday afternoons. After my walk, I usually do some cleaning. I clean the kitchen, do the laundry, or vacuum the floor.
Weekend chores? I usually clean my apartment too. But I also like to listen to music or a podcast while cleaning.
That makes it more fun. After cleaning, I might go grocery shopping. I buy food for the next few days.
Same here. I usually go to the local market. It's cheaper, and I love the fresh fruits and vegetables.
After shopping, I take a short break and have lunch. My Saturday lunch is usually simple, maybe a salad or a sandwich.
I like to cook something nice for lunch on Saturdays, maybe pasta or a chicken dish. I enjoy cooking when I have more time.
That's a good idea. After lunch, I often read a book or watch a television show.
I sometimes play video games or call a friend. It depends on my mood.
Saturday evening is my favorite part of the day. I like to cook something special or order food.
Me too. I sometimes try new recipes on Saturdays, or I go out for dinner with friends.
Do you often go out on Saturdays?
Not every week. But when I do, we usually go to a cozy restaurant or a small cafe.
That sounds nice. I often stay home and watch a movie with my family. It's our little tradition.
That's lovely. I also love movie nights. Sometimes I watch documentaries or comedies.
After the movie, I usually take a hot shower, put on my pajamas, and go to bed around 11 p.m.
I'm the same. I try not to go to bed too late so I can enjoy Sunday, too. Good morning, Sunday. I usually wake up a little earlier on Sundays than on Saturdays around 8 a.m.
Me too. I don't know why, but I always feel more refreshed on Sundays. Maybe because Saturday helped me relax.
Exactly. I start the day slowly. First, I drink a glass of water and then do some stretching or light yoga.
That's healthy. I usually begin my Sunday with some journaling. I sit by the window with tea and write in my notebook.
Oh, journaling. That's such a great habit. What do you write?
Mostly my thoughts, what I'm grateful for, and sometimes my plans for the new week.
That's inspiring. I should try that. After stretching, I usually make a bigger breakfast than usual. Maybe scrambled eggs, toast, avocado, and fresh juice.
That sounds like a feast. I sometimes bake something banana bread or muffins. Sundays feel like a good day to enjoy homemade food.
For sure. And while eating, I like to listen to calm music or a motivational podcast.
Same here. It helps set a positive tone for the day.
Now, let's move on to Sunday afternoon. This is the time when I usually try to go outside, maybe for a walk in the park or a short hike.
Oh, I love Sunday walks. Sometimes I go with a friend, and we talk while walking. It's relaxing and healthy.
Nature really helps recharge. If the weather is bad, I stay in and read a book or work on a personal project.
I do something similar. Sometimes I paint, knit, or even organize my digital files.
You mean like your phone or computer?
Exactly. I clean up my gallery, reply to emails, or plan the week in my digital calendar.
That's productive. I also try to plan my week on Sundays. I write down my tasks and goals in a planner.
Do you ever do meal prep on Sundays?
Sometimes. I cut vegetables, boil eggs, or cook rice for the next few days. It saves time during the week.
Great idea. I do that too, especially when I know I'll have a busy Monday. Now let's talk about how we finish the weekend. My Sunday evenings are quiet and peaceful.
Mine too. I usually cook something light for dinner. Maybe soup or a salad.
Sometimes I order food if I don't feel like cooking, but I usually eat something simple.
After dinner, I like to turn off bright lights, light a candle, and relax. I try to stay away from screens for at least an hour.
That's smart. I also avoid scrolling on my phone. I prefer reading or talking with family.
It really helps me sleep better. I also review my to-do list for Monday and put out clothes for work.
That's a great tip. Preparing in advance makes Monday easier.
I agree. And finally, I go to bed around 10:30 p.m. I try not to stay up late on Sundays.
Same here. I drink some herbal tea, put my phone away, and sleep peacefully. Let's share a few tips with our listeners to help them create their own healthy weekend routines.
Sure. Tip number 1. Plan 1 or 2 fun activities for the weekend. It gives you something to look forward to.
Tip number 2. Don't oversleep too much. Sleeping in is nice, but it's better to stay close to your usual schedule.
Tip number 3. Use some of your weekend time for self-care. That could be exercise, meditation, or reading.
Tip number 4. Prepare for the week ahead. A little planning on Sunday can save a lot of stress on Monday.
And tip number 5. Spend quality time with people you care about. Even a short call or a coffee can make you feel more connected.
Those are great tips. Remember, your weekend doesn't have to be perfect, it just needs to help you rest and recharge.
Exactly. Whether you stay home or go out, make sure your weekend supports your physical and mental well-being.
Well, that's it for today's episode on our weekend routines. We hope it gave you useful ideas and lots of new vocabulary.
We also hope it helped you practice your English listening skills in a fun and realistic way.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast and leave us a review.
And you can follow us on YouTube channel Quick Easy English or more tips and daily phrases.
Have a wonderful weekend, everyone.
Take care and see you next time.